All right, you guys, peep game. So I'm on my way to the gym to get my last workout of the year, you know, because the next time I come to the gym, it'll be officially 2023. So don't know what to expect, in 2023. But I saw a video by Two Raw. Shout out to Two Raw, man. And I had talked about this before. And a lot of people are just scratching their heads, like wondering what's going on. And I know if some people gonna say, well, he could do what he wants. He's rich and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of people don't understand. It take more than money to raise a child. That's part of it. That plays a pivotal role, but also it takes love, attention, affection, and you know what I'm saying, and respect for you being a parent and you respecting your child as he grows older. But it was recently announced that Nick Cannon is now expecting his 13th child. And I've lost track of how many women he has children with. And some people wonder, like, okay, Nick, we understand you want to procreate and you want to keep your name going, but I think you kind of proven your point. At the end of the day, like I said, the same way I criticize Kiki Wyatt for having 11 children by, like, she got a lot of, she got a lot of children fathers and then future. Nick Cannon, Kiki Wyatt, and Nick Cannon got a combined like maybe 34, 35 children. They almost got a combined 40 children together. That's, you know what I'm saying? But you just wonder, you just like, why does Nick Cannon keep doing this? I think he proved his point. And at the end of the day, to say that you have children doesn't mean that you're a father. The same way you could have, be a mother and have seven children doesn't make you a mother. Like I said, it takes a lot into being a parent. I mean, it took a lot for me to raise one son, So can you imagine trying to divide your time between being a celebrity and then trying to be a father to your children? Yeah, that's cool. You're going to send out monthly checks to make sure they have the things they need. But at the end of the day, based off age differences and all this kind of stuff, graduations, you know what I'm saying? Graduations from here, from there. What if you can't make it because you got a project? So people are just wondering, like, damn, like, why do you keep having all these children? Like, are you trying to make some kind of point? And if you are, what is it? What is the purpose of having all these children? And then by all these different women, like I said before, the same way I have a question mark around women who have all these children by different men. The same thing with a man, but the difference is slightly different, because in most cases a man don't have custody of their children. Now that's a whole different story for different debate, different argument, different video, whatever you want to call it. So it is a bit of a difference, but at the same time, it still doesn't make it right. When you just go around just, having all these children by all these different women, and it get to the point to where it get laughable. Now I know some people are gonna say, well, Eddie Murphy got 11 children. Yeah, correct. But at the end of the day, Eddie Murphy quietly kept it under wraps about how many children he had. But Nick Cannon publicizes, or he tells these women to publicize. And if you a woman that have a child in it, okay, yeah, and you have to understand, siblings want to know their siblings, and then you kind of wonder how much is that going to help or hurt the kids when they say, hey, my father got, and is Nick Cannon done having children? That's another question. I mean, can you imagine having a picnic or a gathering and you got all those women there with all those different children? I don't think that's helping the black community, and I don't think that's something to be proud of, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, if you're taking care of them, fine, but like I said, at the end of the day, how do you divide your attention between all these children? That's who knows where, for real. Like, how does that help? One, some of your children have, you know, the one with Mariah Carey, they should be close to teenagers now. And you just have such a wide gap. Because I done met people, you know, ladies that say, my daddy had like 15 kids. Met dudes that said, you know, my daddy had like 8 kids. And you just be like, wow. So like I say, I don't have the answer to it, but I'm saying, is it a good look? Not really. Not really. I mean, at the end of the day, you can do what you want to do, but I'm just saying, as a father, it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. This is one of the stigmas that they love to put on black men and say, yeah, they just go around making babies, but they don't want to take care of them. And I know Nick Cannon said that he take care of all his children, but he's there for all his children. But to be honest with you, to a certain degree, that's kind of like impossible, because your children is everywhere. And like I said, you have to work. So to a certain degree, I want to, you know, pray for his children and hope that they, you know, turn out to be okay. But this, at the end of the day, 20, 25 years from now, I promise you, they're going to be a few books written about Nick Cannon's, you know, Nick Cannon's parenting. You see it coming. And then eventually, who knows? If the BMs get mad at them, the mothers, they may start writing books. It's all good now. I'm keeping it 100. It's all good now until you don't get that truck you want, or you don't get whatever. You don't help me start a business. Then all of a sudden, oh, he ain't no good. He a deadbeat daddy. You see that way too many times. It's all good until the one time you get told no. Then all of a sudden you the worst person in the world. So I'm just saying, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling the dude what to do with his, you know, with his penis. But at the same time, you just got to have these question marks. Like I said, how is that counterproductive where you got kids all over the place? Like I said, kids need attention. Like I said, it's hard to raise 1 or 2. But when you start getting past 3, get to that 4 or 5, because like I said, each child may have a different type of problem. And then it comes down to, like, how do you help? How do you fix it? Like I said, being a parent is much more than just financial responsibility. You got to have a lot of mental responsibility as well. Like I said before, I had to be there for my son during the toughest times, but I feel like I got him through things and I helped him. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out. Just wanted to say that. But anyway, it's your boy Town. I'm out. I mean, shit, in a minute they gonna start calling them Dick Cannon.